What is going on, my YouTube friends and all my Patreon friends, all my vocalist friends, man? How we all doing? Our friend Rob, our friend Lost Hate, sent me Build a C from LOLLI WREN. LOLLI WREN, I'm so sorry. Someone's going to have to tell me like phonetically how to say it because I'm so bad when it comes to names. But our fairy voice mother actually commented on my last reaction and it just like warmed my heart. So if you see this one again, from one reactor to another, I appreciate you. Your channel is way bigger than mine, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Not all reactors I've reacted to have let us monetize their videos. Ain't that a bitch? Anyway, so I'm going to link to this in the description box. I'm also going to have the link to her Fairy Voice Mother channel in the description box as well. Please go give them both some love, both channels some love. And the last song was a lot of fun, man. I love the production on it. I forgot what plugin series she was talking about using, but I've been doing my research and I actually bought one too. Anyways, let's listen to this, y'all. Beautiful.
If I could have held my cheeks a little higher, long enough for you to smile. If I could have held your hand a little tighter, maybe you'd have stayed the while.
Cool. That's a real low note. And she's going to have to correct me on this. I'm going to try talking about some vocals here. It feels like in the first line of that, she kept her, like, I think it's your larynx raised, right? And it doesn't have, like, the same resonance as in the second round of that when she goes down to the lower note and it gets, like, real resonant. And maybe, I could be wrong, she might be able to, like, even make that resonate even harder if she were to lower her larynx in that section. But I think that it's more fitting and it gives more, like, drama between the two, right? So listen to this again. Listen to, like, how the low note resonates here, right?
If I could have held my cheeks a little higher,
great vibrato,
long enough for you to smile.
Oh yeah, because it's far enough away. But the to smile, and I'm not a singer, and I'm singing in the wrong key. But the two note, I think a lot of not as aware singers would lower their larynx there too and try to make their voice resonate as much as possible there, right? And we're gonna get that in his next note when she goes down to the low note and sits in it for a second.
If I could have held your hand a little tighter, maybe you'd have stayed the while.
Beautiful.
Would it all be different if I made better decisions? If I picked my words like cherries, would you love? If I just asked gravity to work a little harder, do you think that maybe you could fall in love? I would save so many tears, I'd build a sea. We would sail upon forever, far away from all your fears, to a land where people never go to sleep. 'Cause if I could be with you, I would already be living in my dream.
Like, you could tell, man, you could tell she is such a vocalist. The way that, like, that high, like, that falsetto note, like, has, like, a vibrato and, like, a fade out. It's almost, like, finished with, like, a breath at the end of it. It's just, it's, like, haunting in a not scary way. I can't think of another word for it.
Never go to sleep. 'Cause if I could be with you, I would already be living in my dream.
Little delay on there. Love the dog. He's made a few cameos.
If you'd entertain my little explanation long enough for me to try to find an answer hidden in your shadows, spark a little light inside your eyes.
Your eyes, like, beautiful, beautiful.
Shadows, spark a little light inside your eyes. I could make a potion that was sweeten up the ocean. Maybe I'd spin cotton candy from the clouds. Why you still so quiet? Nothing good can come of silence. How I wish that you could tell me out loud. I would save so many tears, I'd build a sea. We would sail upon forever, far away from all your fears, to a land where people
The way that fades is just stunning. And the breath, it did it to me in the last breath and in this breath. It feels like, again, I get nervous when I feel like reactors or the artists might actually watch this. I feel like there's a serial compression thing going on. So the standard for vocals is like an 1176 or something like it into an LA2A. And you can get an 1176 like a plugin or like an emulation that's quite clean. You can get some of the older ones, like the Silverface ones or the Bluey. They got a little bit more like saturation to them. But the LA2A has a fair bit of saturation, not as much as like a distressor where it's like a tape emulator, but it just feels like a big tube unit, right? And I think that when the first compressor doesn't compress as much, I think you hear more of the second one. So it's like if the first one was compressing more, it's in theory sending less signal to the LA2A or whatever is the second one in the series or in the serial chain, right? So I think when she takes the breath, it's compressing less on the first compressor and you hear more of the saturation on the second one, because the vocal itself is like quite clean, right? The recording of it is very, very, very clean. And she takes the breath and it's got like these transients, these harmonics that stand out. And it's just beautiful, man. Like I almost, like on a rap project I just mixed, I almost overdo it a little bit. I almost make the vocal a little bit too hyperbolic, like it's too much. And that all comes from like the emulators I use, the gear I use, the plugins I use. They all add some form of saturation or harmonics, and I do that in place of EQ. I don't really like EQing a whole bunch, right? I'd rather find like top end or clarity from something else, like a compressor or something. But that's just, everyone has their own method, right? I just have a theory that that's what's going on. Also, someone tell me that she's like done some acting, because I just like want to give her a hug, man. Boys aren't worth it. Whoever isn't worth it, they're not worth all the tears. Definitely not enough to cry an ocean. Let me just tell you that.
If I could be with you, I would already be living in my dream.
Beautiful. Piano line is beautiful too. We didn't even talk about that. This is a good one, y'all. Concept, music, composition. Oh, really? You put the whole thing together. Lyrics, vocal arrangement, and performance. Yeah. And Eduardo did the production, instrumentation, mixing, and mastering. Hey, shout out to Eduardo. We'd probably be homies. Check it out. I'd also rather be mixing. And Barry for his advice. Awesome. This is a good one, man. A heart wrencher. A total heart wrencher. I appreciate this one. I'm going to have the link to both of her channels in the description box. I would love if y'all are showing her some more love. It's going to bother me, the plugin set that she uses or that they use. But anyway, that could be for another video. Maybe we'll get to have a conversation. I would be so lucky to have a conversation about it. All right, y'all, until the next one. See ya.